Now at 10, the Madison School Board is now all women. Why they believe their perspective will move the district forward. And an event in Madison is trying to educate more people about the benefits of hemp.
From the Channel3000.com Alert Center, this is News 3 Now at 10.
Thanks for watching News 3 Now at 10. I'm Amanda Quintana. We want to start right away with some breaking news just into the Channel 3000 Alert Center. Amy Reed joins us from the 2700 block of Atwood Avenue, where crews are fighting a fire at a classic Madison deli. Amy, what do we know right now?
Right now, we know that they have controlled this fire. It is out. They just put up this police tape. They don't want people getting too close while they work on the cleanup. A restoration crew just on scene about 10 minutes ago. Now they're starting to pick off some of this broken glass that's in the frame and on the sidewalk. Firefighters had to break that open to try and release some of the heat. The fire was mostly in the back of the deli, mostly in the kitchen. The front of the house looks like it didn't get too much damage so far, aside from these broken windows. They don't know exactly what caused the fire right now. The investigator was just in there a few minutes ago with the owners trying to determine maybe what happened, trying to inform them. But right now it could be anywhere from a few hours to a few days before they know. What we do know is that firefighters were able to get on scene fairly quickly and get this under control as such.
I think we got probably a 4-minute response time, which is critical to not let the fire keep growing. So I think that was very instrumental in keeping the fire down. And then we had a very good aggressive attack on the fire, so everything went the way it's supposed to.
Still an unfortunate night for the owners here at Stalzy's. We don't know when this can open again. It does have significant damage in the kitchen, and as you can see out here, the glass that's still on the sidewalk, still broken in the frame. So this definitely won't be opening tomorrow. We don't know. We'll keep an eye on this story, let you know, keep you informed as it develops. Amanda.
All right, Amy, thanks so much. I'm glad that it's out. Let's turn it over to Dana Fulton with your first alert forecast. We've got sunshine followed by possible snow this week.
That's really what we're looking at, Amanda. Yes, unfortunately, our week is going to look very spring-like. Of course, starting off today with some mild temperatures and rain, on and off showers throughout the morning and early afternoon. Now those showers are really moving east. Not picking out the chance to see a few isolated drizzle spots in the next hour or so. But as you can see right now on our Doppler track, we're not picking up any rain currently. It is 54 degrees in Madison. Right now there's a breeze coming from the southwest, 54 in Janesville as well, and in Platteville. Our temps are going to hold fairly steady for the next few hours. This is just a degree or two cooler than where we were at last night, and thankfully we don't have to factor in much of a wind chill. The wind's going to stay pretty calm for us. With the clouds overhead, our temps won't move around until we get early tomorrow morning, and then we are expecting quite a drop. It'll be in the mid-40s early in the day, and then sunshine and warm weather expected for the afternoon. Close to 70. And then maybe some snow for the middle of the week. We'll talk about your roller coaster forecast in just a few minutes. Amanda?
Thank you, Dana. For the first time in Madison Metropolitan School District history, the school board will be entirely comprised of women after 3 women were elected this past Tuesday. We spoke with the winners about what this means to them.
It kind of feels like a Ruth Bader Ginsburg quote come to life.
On Tuesday, the Madison Metropolitan School Board made history after 3 women beat out men for contested seats.
There was, a significant portion of history where our school board was all men or majority men. And I think that we're demonstrating to young people that you can shift those narratives, that you can invite diverse groups of people to the table, and that when you change who's at the table, you change the way things are done.
Obviously, when I was growing up, women didn't have as many positions of power.
Chris Carusi won seat 3, beating out Colleen Kerr.
Voters are concerned about making sure that diverse voices are at the table, which I think is particularly why we saw 2 women of color get elected.
The other 2 women, Ali Muldrow and Anata Murilli, ran a collaborative campaign holding joint fundraisers and joint thank you videos.
And we really wanted, our daughters to see that not only can women work together, women should be working together. Women should be uplifting each other's leadership. And when we do, the results are profound.
All 3 women have daughters of their own, and they're hoping to make change they know notice, things like smaller classrooms, opportunities in arts, and support for teachers. They also hope to close the achievement gap among students.
I would say that, on the minds of the voters, that's one of the most pressing issues we face, is ensuring that all kids get a good education and have opportunities because of that good education.
They hope the new minds on the board can make that happen, because while they all agree they're excited to be part of history, they really just want to get to work.
So I think we really do need to make differences at the school level that kids can see before they're going to be convinced that women's leadership, not only is symbolically good, but actually is good for them and for our community.
We weren't able to sit down with Marilli, but Amy did speak with her. She said she's excited to be part of this history. Now that we're in the second year of hemp being legal to grow in Wisconsin, an area store owner is hoping to educate the public on its potential benefits. At this weekend's first hemp expo in Madison at the Monona Terrace called It's Hemp, It's Fine, Tim O'Brien of A Healthy Place gathered legislators, hemp experts, and area retailers for panel discussions and CBD samples. O'Brien's hope is to inform people about the potential benefits of hemp products like CBD, which are legal in the state if they contain less than 0.3% THC.
We started seeing a lot of impact with CBD and hemp in our stores, chronic pain, stress, anxiety, depression, to a point where we wanted to take the next step of being a more powerful educator in the community and that resource.
I said, okay.
Wisconsin Senator Patrick Testin spoke about his new proposed hemp legislation, which would meld state law with new federal laws regulating hemp and create truth in labeling laws for hemp products to weed out the bad. Illinois is now the 11th state to raise the legal age for buying tobacco products from 18 to 21. Governor J.B. Pritzker signed the Tobacco 21 bill into law today. He said the health of the next generation is more important than the economic benefit of tobacco sales to young people.
Those who opposed Tobacco 21 argued that Illinois stores will lose revenue from 18 to 21-year-olds to surrounding states. I say this is about the health of our youth and the longevity of our citizens. And if there are young people who will travel over state lines to buy tobacco products because they can legally buy them there, then I urge the surrounding states to pass Tobacco 21 too.
This move comes after the city of Chicago raised the legal age to buy tobacco to 21. In Wisconsin, you have to be 18 to buy tobacco products. A new report from the American Road and Transportation Builders Association shows nearly 7.5% of Wisconsin's bridges are structurally deficit. That means one of the key elements of the bridge is in poor or worse condition. In 2018, 1,054 bridges in the state were classified structurally deficient. That's up from 1,043 in 2014. 35 of those bridges are part of the interstate system. Of the top most traveled structurally deficient bridges in the state, several are in our area, including in Dane, Rock, Columbia, Greene, Iowa, and Richland counties. 3 teenagers are facing charges after allegedly breaking into a house early this morning. At around 3:30, a homeowner in the 5,000 block of Winnequa Road in Monona heard the teens smashing glass entering his home, and he chased them out. He was able to get their license plate to help police track them down. They are all facing burglary and criminal damage charges. The body of a Milwaukee man was found near a highway in Kewaunee County. A county sheriff's office says that Saturday they found a vehicle abandoned on Cadletts Road near Highway 29, but they couldn't find the driver. However, yesterday, after another search beyond the area where that car was found, police found the body. Officials say this was an isolated incident and the public is not in danger. An autopsy will be conducted and more information is expected to be released tomorrow. You might see and hear more action in the skies this week. The Wisconsin Air National Guard is conducting training flights this week. Some of those flights could last well into the evening. F-16 fighter jets will be taking off and landing until about 10 o'clock at night until Thursday. Pilots say they'll be following paths that minimize the noise to residents. Native American communities from around the state convened at the Alliant Energy Center this weekend for the On Wisconsin 50th Annual Spring Powwow, hosted by Wunk-Sheik and UW-Madison. The event featured cultural demonstrations, exhibitions, and intertribal dances. Organizers say they hope the powwow gives Indigenous people and members of the public an opportunity to engage in Native American culture.
It's a celebration, a recognition of us being here, and just celebrating our culture and our dancing and our songs, and really just get together. A lot of tribal languages.
The event also had raffles and vendors selling traditional Native American goods. President Trump has announced that Homeland Security Secretary Kirstjen Nielsen is being replaced. That decision happened late today after he met with Nielsen at the White House. Errol Barnett is there.
Secretary Kirstjen Nielsen was next to President Trump in Calexico, California Friday as the president highlighted 2 miles of newly renovated fence.
Our system's full, our country is full. Can't come in, our country is full.
On Saturday, the president repeated his claims that the immigration system is overloaded and recently threatened to shut down the asylum process altogether.
We face a crisis, a real, serious, and sustained crisis at our borders.
In her 16 months as head of the Department of Homeland Security, Nielsen has found herself between a president adamant for dramatic change and a Congress eager for oversight.
It's totally unacceptable.
In March, Secretary Nielsen was grilled in front of the House Homeland Security Committee for the perceived poor treatment of migrants.
And as a member of this committee, you're darn right I'm going to hold you accountable for knowing what's happening at the bottom.
Now, Nielsen had been in many ways the face of the Trump administration's efforts to curb illegal immigration, which has included child separations. In announcing her departure Sunday, President Trump thanked Nielsen for her service and said Kevin McAleenan, the Commissioner for Customs and Border Protection, now becomes acting Secretary of DHS. Errol Barnett, CBS News, the White House.
In her resignation letter to President Trump, Nielsen wrote she hopes her successor, quote, will have the support of Congress and the courts in fixing the laws which have impeded our ability to fully secure America's borders. Republican Senator Ron Johnson and chairman of the Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs Committee released a statement today saying, quote, we have a crisis at our southwest border. We need steady, informed, and effective leadership in the administration. Coming up on News 3 Now, owners and their four-legged friends don't let a little rain stop them from running for a purpose. More local news now. Many spent the day staying out of the rain, bowling for a good cause. The Outreach Committee, Madison Teachers Inc. Cares, hosted their 6th annual bowl-a-thon and silent auction, raising funds for the Food for Thought initiative, Thea's Table program. Thea's Table provides weekend meals for homeless and at-risk families, while Food for Thought operates food pantries to provide self-stable food for students and families in the Madison Metropolitan School District.
I'm pleased to see the turnout and the support for this very, very important program, this organization that is 100% volunteer run. So every dollar that you spend, that you donate, is going to go directly to the programming, to the kids, to the families.
The bowl-a-thon has raised more than $60,000 in the last 5 years, and organizers hope it will raise over $10,000 this year. It was a blur for along Lakeshore Path today, and luckily the rain let up this morning for dogs and their owners, who took to the 2.5-mile walk and run course for the K9 Campus Crawl. All dogs received treats for a run well done, and the top 3 fastest human K9 teams were awarded with some possum prizes. The annual race is organized by UW's Pre-Veterinary Society and benefits the Dane County Humane Society.
Well, of course, as a pre-vets person, we love the dogs, but it's also great to see everyone out having fun and supporting a really great cause.
This is the 11th annual crawl. They had more than 300 2- and 4-legged participants, and organizers hope to break their fundraising goal of $3,000. Where there were quite a few puddles out there for the dogs, but you know, that's okay. They love that.
They love that. Did your dog get out today?
He did.
Okay.
And he loves the puddles.
Good, good. So does Penny. Penny was a big fan, actually, being outside. My yellow lab quickly turns into a chocolate lab, actually, when it gets this muddy outside for us. But she was really happy with the temperature. 62 this afternoon for our official high. Aside from the on and off showers, it really wasn't too bad. Now, we should have stopped in the mid-50s. That's our average for this time of year. And we did even start the day off a little warmer than the average. So again, if it weren't for the showers, today wouldn't be too bad outside. The good news, you're going to get an opportunity tomorrow to enjoy some more mild weather. Our Doppler track is pretty calm right now. We're not ruling out the chance to see maybe a few more isolated shower spots in the next few hours, but most of the moisture is now to the east as these areas of low pressure continue to push away from us. The moisture leaves, and then the cooler air is expected to arrive for us late Monday night and heading into Tuesday. Tomorrow, though, we'll at least get some sunshine. We're not looking at any more opportunities for rain building in. So our overnight lows will fall to the mid-50s for early Monday morning. By Monday afternoon, a mostly sunny sky with those afternoon highs climbing to the mid to upper 60s. North of Madison and then south and west of Madison, notice maybe in the low 70s for afternoon highs. So it's going to be very pleasant outside with that southwest breeze just ushering in warmer air. Heading into Tuesday morning, temps will fall to the mid to low 40s for us with a clear sky to start the day, sun in the afternoon, but it will be just a little more seasonal with our temperatures for us in the afternoon. We are looking at highs in the mid 50s. Our next weather event's knocking on the door. It's going to be moving in as we head into Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. Long spring storms sliding across the Midwest, bringing moisture to everybody, really. Now, by Wednesday morning, we're going to look at the chance for a little mixed precipitation. And the track of this system, as it may modify a little bit over the next few days, is really going to dictate whether we see a lot of rainfall or if we see a little more snow early on in the day on Wednesday. Either way, we are still going to see a little bit of flurry action in the day, and then we start to transition over to just rainfall later in the evening on Wednesday. Even the snow that does come in early in the day, we're not expecting a lot of accumulation because the ground's going to be still warm, and then the rain comes in behind it. So anything that may come through, of course, will be melted quite quickly. Showers throughout the day on Thursday, maybe even some isolated thunderstorms or two, and then the moisture wraps up early Friday morning, and it may again end with a little mixed precipitation. As far as our accumulation totals, we're really hovering between that 1 to 2 inches area, so we'll be keeping a very close eye on the little creeks and rivers right now that are pretty swollen and could be easily pushed over the edge with just an inch or two of rainfall. And since all that moisture is coming through really the entire state. Overnight, our temperatures will fall to the middle 40s. Our showers ending, skies will be partly sunny to start off the day and then mostly sunny in the afternoon. Very mild for us in the afternoon. Again, high temperature of 68 degrees. Sunshine for your Tuesday. Afternoon highs will be a little closer to average, but still 56, not too bad for your Tuesday. That system bringing a lot of rain for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday morning. Cooler air as well for the end of the week. It won't be nearly as mild for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday afternoons. By next weekend, we're looking for some sunshine right now. So if you didn't get the chance to enjoy the 60s today, of course, because of the showers, tomorrow you should be all good to go.
You've got another chance before they come back.
Yes, a little break.
All right, thank you so much, Dana. Giannis back with a vengeance as the Bucks play like it's 1981. Highlights coming up next in sports.
Well, the last time the Bucks won 60 games during the regular season, the team comprised of guys like Marcus Johnson, Sidney Moncrief, Bob Lanier, Len Elmore, so a pretty impressive group. The current 2019 Bucks aiming for that same goal tonight as they hosted the Hawks. Giannis back after sitting out last night's game with a sore calf, and he clearly missed playing. Brooke Lopez with the block. Bucks in transition. Eric Bledsoe to Giannis for the alley-oop slam dunk. And then later, Bledsoe feeds Giannis again. He spins, powers his way inside for the reverse two-handed slam. Third quarter now, Giannis again drives, Euro steps his way into the lane for the big dunk and one. Bucks win 115-107, their first 60-win season since 1981. Well, we're less than 24 hours away until we crown a national champion in the men's basketball tournament. Texas Tech will face top seed Virginia. The Cavaliers, led by head coach Tony Bennett, former UW Green Bay standout and son of Dick Bennett, who coached the Badgers from 1995 to 2001. Tip-off right here on WISC TV at 8:20 tomorrow night. The Badgers softball team going for the series sweep against Iowa today and their 8th win in a row. Bit of a late start today, Mother Nature bringing the rain, so a 2-hour delay. But the Wisconsin Bats were ready to go from the start. 2 on for Stephanie Lombardo. Pops one up for a sacrifice fly. Taylor Johnson tagging up to score. That throw, not quite making it there, so Gabby Shirley gets a chance to sprint on home. 2-0 Badgers. Iowa evening out the score in the top of the second, but here comes Wisconsin in the bottom of the inning. Lauren Foster jacks one out of the park. First one of the season for her. Wisconsin takes the 3-2 lead, and the Badgers win 4-2 the final score for the series sweep. Now this team is now 30-5 on the season, so they are the fastest team now in school history to get 30 wins in one season. Craig Kimbrell to the Brewers reportedly looking like less of a possibility, or according to MLB Network. But the good news is that Jeremy Jeffress could potentially be healthy by the time the next home game comes around, which will be a week from tomorrow when the Brewers host the Cardinals. Meanwhile, today, rubber match between the Cubs and Brewers, starting off strong on offense. Christian Yelich with a 2-run home run to get things going. That's the 100th of his career. 2-0 Brewers. Fast forward to the third inning now, 2 on for Travis Shaw. He sends one down into right field. Lorenzo Cain comes home. It's 3-0 Brewers. But the Cubs getting a few back in the 6th at the bat of Wilson Contreras, bringing Anthony Rizzo home with him, cutting the deficit in half. Josh Hader, though, shutting the door after that on his 25th birthday nonetheless. And the Brewers win 4-2 the final score, taking 2 of 3 in the series. The team now off to Los Angeles for 2 series against the Angels and the Dodgers. Finally tonight, Ethan Happ picking up a big honor in Minneapolis. Happ won the National Association of Basketball Coaches Pete Newell Big Man Award. It's given to the top low post player each season. Some of the past winners include Emeka Okafor, Blake Griffin, Anthony Davis, and Caleb Swanigan. Happ is the first Wisconsin player to win the award and only the 3rd Big Ten player to earn the honor. We'll be right back.
So we are expecting temperatures tomorrow to be back in the 60s, about 68 for our high with sunshine for Tuesday, and then maybe some rain and snow for the middle of the week. Spring system sliding on through for us.
Coming on through. All right. Thanks so much for joining us. Have a great night.